Hey guys, John here. I recently traveled to Europe for the first time, and so I wanted to share with you what I brought with me and how I packed for the trip. Before anything else, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would consider subscribing to the channel. YouTube is telling me that only 3% of you guys watching are subscribed, which means there's at least a million of you not subscribed to the channel, and I would love it if you do because I have a lot of great content coming up that I know you wouldn't want to miss. As usual, all products that I'll be mentioning will be linked in the description below. With that said, let's get to the video. The bag I brought with me is the Air Travel Pack 3. This is the small size. It is a 28-liter bag, and I got the one with X-Pack, which means it's lightweight, durable, and waterproof. I really wanted to have this bag. I love the design. It looks clean and minimal without compromising functionality and organization. Everything about this bag feels premium. The zippers are durable and water repellent, so you don't need to worry if it rains. You also have the option to put locks for added security. The compression straps has magnetic fasteners that are easy to unfasten when you want to, while still being secure and stable. It has a top and side handle for easy carrying, and it also has a luggage handle pass-through. On the right side, it has this expandable water bottle pocket, and on the left, it has a quick access side pocket for items like your passport and boarding pass. The bag is an orange liner, which makes it easy to see items that you're looking for, and it also has a lay flat main compartment that makes it easy to pack. It's really comfortable to travel with, and I felt like I had a lot of space to put whatever I needed, and it didn't feel cluttered because the bag has a lot of organization, and you'll see that as we move along in the video. So let's open the main compartment and let's start there. So one of the things I stored in the main compartment are the Sony XM5s. I really like how light they are. They're super comfortable to use. Listening to music and watching movies were very pleasant, and wearing it for a long period of time didn't present any issue at all. I didn't feel too hot, or I didn't feel any unnecessary pressure. It was really good. The noise canceling mode worked as expected. I was able to enjoy my music and movies while traveling for more than 20 hours. The transparency mode is decent. It gets the job done. However, it's not as good as the AirPods Max in my opinion. But then again, when I reach for my headphones, I'm not anticipating on using it in transparency mode for a long period of time. Most of the time, I just turn it on when I want to listen to the announcement or I want to chat quickly with my wife. So on the way to Europe, I had packed some clothes that I stored in this packing cube. And I just wanted to be sure just in case our luggage gets delayed or lost. And so I had packed pants, 2 shirts, 2 underwear, 2 socks, and that was it. And having a packing cube like this just makes it more organized. Another very important thing that I brought with me on this trip is a universal travel adapter. I got this from Amazon. It comes in this nice little carrying case or a storage case. It's very crucial to have one of these, especially if you're traveling to multiple countries. What I like about this is, of course, it has the universal adapters. You can have the US, UK, and the EU, and it has 4 USB-A, it has 1 USB-C, and of course you can plug in whatever you have at the top. This is very important, so don't forget to get one. Something new that I got for this trip is the Insta360 X3, which I have in this side-by-side gear pouch. So I've not used a 360 camera before, so I was really excited to test this out. My goal for the trip was to document as much as I can without taking me away from the moment, and I thought this was a great device for that. It can shoot 5.7K on dual lens mode and 4K on single lens mode. It has a nice 2.29-inch screen, which makes it easy to see your shots. It's waterproof and it's pretty compact, so you can easily bring it with you and even just put it in your pocket. I used the Insta360 X3 in dual lens mode because why wouldn't you? The main selling point for me is the fact that I don't have to worry about framing or anything like that. I can just press record and reframe the video in post, which I can do on my phone and computer. It's a great way to capture your trip, and what's cool is watching the videos back, it's almost like you can relive the moment. We were actually able to share a 360 video with our friends and family, so even they were able to enjoy it. You can get a lot of accessories for the Insta360 X3, but my favorite is the invisible selfie stick. So it can extend pretty long, as you can see right here, which is great, but I know what you're thinking. It's obviously not invisible, but the way it works is actually pretty simple. The X3 knows the dimension of the stick, and so it removes it when it stitches the videos together. So as you can see in this clip right here, you don't see me holding the selfie stick, but you can actually see it in the shadow. It's pretty cool if you ask me. The main thing here is you have to protect the lens, because if you damage it in some way, you would have to send it back to Insta360. And so when not in use, I like to put it in the sleeve, or I use this lens guard right here, and I think it's easier to put in and put out, and you keep your lens protected. Speaking of protection, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, NordPass. Protecting your personal information is very important. We all know that. But what's equally important is where you store those information. Writing it on a piece of paper is a no-go, and simply storing it on the Notes app of your phone is not ideal. Think about this. If you are the type of person who uses the same password for a shopping website, your social media, and bank account, just imagine how much access a hacker could have by simply knowing that one password. And I know a lot of us are guilty of it because it's easy and convenient to just remember a single password, but that's where NordPass comes in. NordPass is a digital life manager where you can store all your passwords in one place so you don't have to memorize it. You can securely store your credit cards, personal information, notes, without worrying, because NordPass has advanced security features like checking leaked data, identify vulnerable passwords, and even generate complex passwords for you. NordPass is a zero-knowledge password manager, which means no one else but you can see what's in your encrypted vault. That's right, even the NordPass team can't see it. And lucky for you, I got the hookup. You can get an exclusive NordPass deal with 4 additional months for free by visiting nordpass.com/JohnImperial, or you can just check the link in the description below. And lastly, I want to say thank you to NordPass for sponsoring this portion of the video. When traveling, you want your bag to be as light as possible, and there's one thing that's important to bring but often takes space, and that's a water bottle. And so I got this flexible water bottle from Amazon, and it's seriously so awesome. It only weighs 0.06 pounds, which is super light. And what I did was I had a sling bag with me to carry stuff. So whenever the water bottle was empty, I was able to store it in that bag. And whenever I had it filled up, I was able to use this included carabiner, and I just hooked it to my sling. There's no unnecessary weight that you're lugging around, and you can literally roll this to fit a small purse or a small bag. I am a big fan, and this is definitely a must-have travel item from now on. So in the top compartment, this is where I stored things that I want to have quick access to. So I have some earplugs. I can't find the case. And then of course I have my sunglasses. And last but not the least, I have my Gen 2 AirPods Pros, which are such a joy to use. I think the active noise canceling is definitely better than the previous generation. While using it, I really didn't miss using headphones all that much. I would even say that I would probably pick up my AirPods Pros about 90% of the time. They're really good, and you just can't beat the convenience of it. I'm also a big fan of the new touch volume control. You don't have to use your phone anymore to adjust the volume. It's so clutch. However, the main issue I have when I'm listening to music is when I'm trying to sleep or when I'm wearing my neck pillow. A few wrong moves and it can fall off, and I literally have a mini panic attack when I wake up on the plane and I'm trying to find my AirPods Pros in the dark. So that's typically when I put my headphones on. I am looking for a new neck pillow. This one that I have has been with me for a while, and it's literally hanging on by a thread. See if I can show it right there. On the way to Europe, when my bag was fully packed, I kind of just had it dangling on the top handle, like so, kind of like this. But then on the way back, I didn't need my clothes anymore, so I was able to store the neck pillow inside. The small Air Travel Pack 3 can hold a 16-inch laptop, and so I had my 16-inch MacBook Pro in this padded laptop pocket, which kept it protected. And then there's a separate section for a tablet, which is where I had my 11-inch iPad Pro. My travel case of choice for the iPad Pro is the Moth Float stand, which happens to be my favorite case of all time. It's honestly so good. The kickstand is super useful. There are many different viewing angles you can set it to. My favorite use for it when traveling is having the kickstand kind of hang over the seat in front of you. It just sits perfectly at a nice eye level. More recently, during a 4-hour layover, I had the bag standing up and I had the stand kind of hanging over the top handle, kind of like this. And I think I shared that photo on my Instagram story. But beyond that, I love using it for work, for lounging, for media consumption, just about everything. I highly recommend it. So in this front pocket, I just stored some snacks and whatnot. And in the front compartment is where I stored a lot of the accessories that I brought because it has a lot of organization. Let's open it up. So typically I pack both the charging cables and power bricks for both my wife and I. So 2 iPhone chargers, 2 Apple Watch chargers, and so on and so forth. So I stored the cables right here and some at the bottom right here, just like this one. And for power bricks, I only brought 3. I have my 16-inch MacBook Pro power brick, which of course delivers like 100 watts. And then I had like 2 Nomad power bricks. One is a single USB-C and the other one is a dual USB-C because our travel adapter only had one USB-C, and that's about it. I thought the travel adapter was enough to fill in the gaps of what I thought we'd need. For this trip, I brought the MOF Snap battery pack, which I have stored right here, so it's easily accessible. It's MagSafe compatible. It has a 3400 milliamp battery. It's compact and it integrates well with their Snap wallet, which I also use. I'm really a big fan of MOF and their accessories. I think they're a great company, so I highly suggest that you check this out. I found this to be pretty good when you're servicing just one device, but like I said, I packed for 2, and so this wasn't enough for both my wife and I, so I brought this Anker power bank. This has a 20,000 milliamp battery, which is great for long days, great for charging multiple devices, and I find that it charges faster than the MOF Snap battery pack, but then again, it's not as compact. Initially, I was planning on bringing a camera for this trip, but after getting the iPhone 14 Pro, I just wanted to see if it would be good enough for me, and I'm happy that I did. Not only did I have less things to worry about, but it also made my backpack lighter, which is awesome, and I honestly was super happy with the shots that I got. Take a look. I'm not doing anything with those photos anyway, they're just for memories, and so it was good enough for me. If you guys made it this far into the video, please type in first class in the comments below. I'm just hoping that when I travel next, I'll be able to fly first class. But on a serious note, I hope you guys consider subscribing to the channel. I'm really hoping to hit 30K before the end of the year, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.